I'm proud to be an American, where at least
Why are you trying to hide your name and badge number?
I am not.
You answer to me.
I do not.
I would like to, if we could uphold the Constitution and allow freedom of press in our courtrooms.
Watch out, that's a lawbreaker right here. You like to break the law, be careful. No, I don't answer to you.
Okay,
I'm free. You're dismissed.
I am not dismissed.
Yes, you are.
Who the fuck is at my window?
Do we enforce law around here or do we enforce will?
Who the fuck are you? Shining your lights in my window!
Hey, you need to leave.
I don't have
You're
to.
dismissed.
I'm not dismissed.
You are.
Actually, I think I'll do a foot patrol in this area.
Go ahead. Don't step on my property. You will be trespassing. Live here.
Lower your voice.
You need to leave my property. You are trespassing. You are trespassing. You're going to be going to jail. Follow the law. Sing, what's your name and badge number? Why are you harassing me? Oh, you did? Were you fucking blind the 5 times you drove by? Which one of you honked at me?
Maybe you can put your hands on me. You won't be needing the gloves, sir. You can take the gloves off. You don't need the gloves. Nobody needs to put their hands on me. And I do not need escorted.
Leave my property now. This is private property. You are trespassing. Leave now.
not walk on this fucking
What is your name?
On Monday, May 4th, the year of our Lord 2020, around 9:00 p.m., the Defenders of Rights were on pursuit of a few CPD officers traveling down 11th Street, responding to a call on Pearl Street. We showed up right at the tail end of the incident.
Hi everybody, you're watching the Defenders of Rights. Today is Monday, May 4th, in the year of our Lord 2020 at 9:02 p.m. We are on 10th Street. We're coming up on Sycamore Street here in the Columbus, Indiana Republic. We were at the house and saw quite a few go by, and we decided to follow. So we're in pursuit. Here they are. Here's the 3 of them. Parks right here. No officer in there. No officer in there. And no officer in there. So we're gonna go find them. You can see if they're over in this vicinity. We had an incident occur right at this house. Somebody broke into this home. He was doing some bad things. Okay, found him, which I figured. Howdy.
How are you?
Fun and dandy. Officer Mitchell?
Yes.
Officer Mitchell and Plank.
Yes.
Officer Plank.
I was hoping you.
Working on the video right now. So tell your son here soon.
I will.
The video will be up and going, and you'll be his hero.
I looked it up to see if I was on there. Yeah, I didn't see it.
Not yet, but I'm working on it currently. Okay.
Seems like you guys have been pretty busy up in Indy. So.
We have protesting and all that. Everybody okay?
Yeah, just a suspicious person in the area.
Okay. All right, that's good. They had an incident over here as well. Same house. It was broken into and people were selling out of here. Officer Mitchell, you doing okay?
I'm great. How
Fine, dandy. Anything new? No. Did you get promoted? Have you gone up in the ranks?
are you? I have been the same level since our first video encounter.
Is it lieutenant?
No,
No. Well, what rank is it?
I'm a sergeant.
Sergeant. Okay, sergeant. I'll refer to you as that. Sergeant Mitchell.
You can call me whatever you want, man.
Yeah, your son's gonna love it.
Alright.
No, I always appreciate you being cordial.
Oh, ain't no problem.
That's what we need. Did you by happen to look into the incident?
I did bring it up with our captain.
Chief, is your guys' department open now?
No, I don't think it will open up until I think the 23rd is what day we're shooting for, but it's not confirmed yet, so I don't really know.
May 23rd?
Yeah, we're really going day by day right now.
Okay.
So
All right.
Well, as soon as I know, then I'll let you guys know.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep, no problem.
Appreciate it, Officer Plank.
You have a good night.
You as well. God bless. Until our next meeting.
Hey, May the 4th be with you guys.
Yes.
My son loves Star Wars, so.
Yeah. See you, Officer Mitchell. That was Sergeant Mitchell. We dealt with him. That's Officer Plank. So far, he's been the best to deal with. Right here. Still recording? There you go. They were dealing with an incident at that house, right up there. Still like this is our neighbor. You'll see him in a few of our videos. He's been tagging along with me, which is nice. It's good to have a partner in this, just in case anything bad were to happen. Sergeant Mitchell, Officer Plank, those are good gentlemen. I didn't know the other officer. I should have asked for his name and badge number. I'm sure to do that next time. But that's good that Officer Plank looked into it, talk about the issue with his captain that occurred just the other day over at Ashford Place Apartments.
That was another good interaction with CPD officers. We the people need to establish a good relationship with all of our neighbors, including our public officials. This is how every interaction should be conducted, cordial, friendly, and peaceful. We appreciate the CPD officers, especially Officer Plank, who were on scene concerning this incident. Unfortunately, this video is about to take a terrible turn for the worse. Approximately 4 hours later, on Tuesday, May 5th, the year of our Lord 2020, at 1:11 a.m., there was a traffic stop on 10th Street and Cottage. Jonathan was recording his public officials, which is a matter of public interest and concern, on the sidewalk as well as on Jessica's private property. What you're about to see is corruption, violence, and officers who think they are above the law.
Howdy folks, you're watching The Defenders of Rights. Today is Tuesday, May 5th, 2020 at 1:11 a.m. And looks like we got a stop right outside the house here. Wave to the people right there. There's another officer on scene. Turning around. Don't know what's going on. I'm sure they're not operating on commerce. That one just turned around. Let's see, we got plate number 17586, vehicle number 1501. Another officer on scene, female CPD officer. The lights are bright, so I can't tell what officer's in here. Good evening.
I don't care if you film, but I need you to step over across the street for me, please.
I'll step right over here.
You get away from that car.
Okay, so she's issuing out unlawful orders because this is public property right here. Actually,
You get away from the traffic stop.
okay.
From the traffic stop, I will take you to jail.
Okay, so she said if I don't get away from the traffic stop, she's going to take me to jail. It's now under threat, duress, and coercion. This is the house right here, so
You can go over to that house.
I can stay right here too. This is public property.
Okay, I need you to get away from the traffic stop.
What is this? What do you call this? Away from the traffic stop. I'm not in your way to conduct your business. Go ahead. I'm well within my right.
Okay, step across the street for me, please.
And hell, I could be their freaking attorney here.
You're not an attorney.
If they need assistance with counsel, I'll be glad to help them.
Well, you're not an attorney, so...
Well, then you're not acting lawfully either. Public property right here. What's your name and badge number, ma'am?
Private property right here.
Yeah, this is private property too, exactly, which her dad owns.
You need to step back.
Your name and badge number, please.
Sergeant Van Backer, 192. Thank you.
What is it?
She heard me.
I know badge number 192. And what was the name?
Van Backer.
Van Backer?
Van Backer.
How do you spell that?
Back in there. Okay. Just zoom in on your camera. You read my shirt. Here. Back in there.
Van Backer. I think that's what she said. I don't know the male officer. We've got another one on scene.
We're gonna take him to jail. What'd you say? We're gonna take him to jail. Okay.
Me to jail?
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
Behind your back.
Honey!
He's on private property.
Yeah, take this!
He's on private
Drop it.
I'm
property.
evidence now.
not gonna drop that.
He's
Record
on
this.
private property.
And you can't take that either. I'm giving that to her.
Yep.
That's her.
That's part of our
That's
evidence now.
released to me.
Yeah, that's gonna be released to
He's
her.
on private property. Why is he being
And
arrested?
this is private property right here.
Why
I
is he
told-
being arrested?
You know exactly why he's being arrested.
No, but you need to inform him. Why is he being arrested?
Exactly.
He would not
Why
step
am I
away
being
from our traffic
arrested?
stop.
He's on private property.
I was
Why
right
is
here.
he being arrested?
On public property.
Public property and
With
private
that
property. This is our private property. Why is he being arrested? Why can nobody inform him
And you need to
on
give
why
my-
he's being arrested?
You need to give my private property to her, please.
Part of our evidence now.
Evidence for what?
Why can nobody inform him
What
on why
crime?
he's being arrested?
What crime?
What crime was committed?
Get all their name and badge numbers, obviously. You don't need to be aggressive
What
about it.
crime was committed?
Oh, dude. Look at you. What's the crime?
I just told you. You didn't get away from our traffic stop. So you're
Your
interfering with
traffic
our
stop. How was I interfering with your traffic
I
stop?
told you to step away and you didn't do it.
I was stepping right back there. Let alone being on public property. And you can't sit there and tell me what to do on public property. Quit pushing me.
I'm not pushing you. I'm holding
I'm having a
you still.
conversation with you.
Okay, let's have the conversation.
No. Of course not. That needs to go to her, please. I need the police report on this too.
You can get it whenever they open records.
I can get it as soon as I get there.
There's no police report.
And what's your name, by the way?
I told you 3 times already.
Van Beck. I can't understand.
Van
Becker?
Baxter.
Can I see that, please? Van. Van
Baxter.
what?
Jonathan was clearly within the law. He was exercising his First Amendment right, as well as Article 1 Bill of Rights, Section 9 constitutional right of the Indiana Republic Constitution of 1851. It is also clear that every one of the CPD officers violated the law knowingly and intentionally. So Jonathan was unlawfully arrested and imprisoned for filming. Just as Sergeant J. Van Vactor, badge number 192, and Officer L. Adams, badge number 257, placed Jonathan in Officer Adams' vehicle, Jessica began recording the rest of the criminal actions of the CPD officers on scene. The Columbus, Indiana Republic clearly has a huge problem with tyrants and public officials thinking they're above the law.
You don't worry about it. These officers need to tell me why he's in a cop car and they're not letting us know. Why are they leaving with him? Why did you not ask? What's your name and badge number? I need to know now. Sir, what? Graham, 265. What are the other officers that are on scene? And why is he being arrested? Okay, so there's multiple officers. Why can you not ask why he's being arrested? They did not inform him. I was here the entire time. You heard me asking them why he's being arrested. He asked why he's being arrested. Why is he being arrested? For what? He has to be informed of the charges. No, he was not. You do not believe nothing. What reason do you have to believe that he was informed? You have no. You did not hear them tell him nothing. You were standing there with me, him, and about 3 other officers.
I walked up with just
Why are you lying? Is your body cam running?
body camera is running.
Okay, so stop lying.
Not lying. I walked up with just you. They walked away as I walked up.
Yeah, and you didn't hear anything, did you? Why? So why is he being arrested? Why can't you ask the other officers?
Right now they're doing something else.
They're all doing something else. You hear that, guys? These are our public servants. Officer Graham right here. Multiple officers. Multiple officers.
Man, I'm gonna have to ask you to step back.
Why?
Ma'am, I'm gonna have to ask you to step back.
I'm recording the scene,
I
sir.
understand.
This is for officer safety.
Okay, so is mine.
I'm recording the scene. You can step back as well.
I'm standing
If you're worried about your safety, you can step back all you want. I'm completely safe. There's nothing but safety here. If you want to step back, you're perfectly fine to step back. I'm allowed to record the scene. That's my duty. Are your officers still busy, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there anybody you can call? Where's your supervisor? I need to speak with the supervisor, please. I need to know. Okay, well, I need you to call your supervisor. I need to know why this man has been arrested.
Jonathan was unlawfully arrested for exercising his constitutional right to freedom of the press, for filming his public officials during the course of their official duties, for obtaining content that are matters of public interest. Whereas defined pursuant to Glick versus Knuffy, the U.S. Court of Appeals declared, as the Supreme Court has observed, the First Amendment goes beyond protection of the press and the self-expression of individuals to prohibit government from limiting the stock of information from which members of the public may draw. An important corollary to this interest in protecting the stock of public information is that there is an undoubted right to gather news from any source by means within the law. The filming of government officials engaged in their duties in a public place, including police officers performing their responsibilities, fits comfortably within these principles. Gathering information about government officials in a form that can readily be disseminated to others serves a cardinal First Amendment interest in protecting and promoting the free discussion of governmental affairs. Moreover, as the court has noted, freedom of expression has particular significance with respect to government because it is here that the state has a special incentive to repress opposition and often wields a more effective power of suppression. This is particularly true of law enforcement officials who are granted substantial discretion that may be misused to deprive individuals of their liberties. Ensuring the public's right to gather information about their officials not only aids in the uncovering of abuses, but also may have a salutary effect on the functioning of government more generally. In conclusion, Jonathan did not violate any laws of the Indiana Republic. In fact, the law is on his side and there to protect him during times where abuse of power and corruption so happens to exist. As clearly asserted at the end of Glick versus Knuffy. In summary, though not unqualified, a citizen's right to film government officials, including law enforcement officers, in the discharge of their duties in a public space is a basic, vital, and well-established liberty safeguarded by the First Amendment.
I need to know what he did. He's engaged in a constitutionally protected activity, which is recording you officers, which keeps you safe and the public safe. If he's being arrested for a constitutionally protected activity, that is unlawful arrest, sir. And you are here watching it, and part of it, you're just as guilty as the officers that put their hands on him. Just as guilty. It's a constitutionally protected activity. That means codes, statutes, ordinance, anything. Your oath goes above any and all of that. Did you take an oath to the Constitution, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Twice.
Where's that being held at? Here in Bartholomew County. Where's your oath of office at? Because we went looking for them. We couldn't find them. They're not where they're supposed to be.
Or likely in the personnel file.
They're not where they're supposed to be, where the statute says they're supposed to be. Jonathan went. Yeah, these guys just unlawfully arrested Jonathan Abbott. If you guys want to go ahead and make phone calls, figure out why he was arrested, they won't tell anybody. So right now they're unlawfully holding him for a constitutionally protected activity of recording on private property or public property. He can record wherever he wants. His private property or public property. It's constitutionally protected activity. No code, ordinance, or statute can go above your oath. You took an oath, sir, correct? So why are you not upholding your oath? Is recording illegal?
No, ma'am.
So why is he arrested?
I wasn't here when he got arrested. Couldn't tell you.
He was recording. So why is he arrested? I want to know what the issue is.
I was standing, like I said, I walked up and they walked away.
So can you call somebody? I see you have something right here in your shirt where you could talk to all your officers.
I did, like I said,
So
the ones that were
they're all busy. You know, in your mind, they're all busy. You didn't call and ask anybody if they're busy.
just working are busy. Yes, the ones that were here when he was arrested are.
Okay, so where's your oath of office at? Is anybody on scene going to tell me what he's being arrested for? You haven't asked anybody to, so how do I know everybody's not going to start pulling off? You haven't informed anybody that I need a supervisor. I'm officially asking for a supervisor. You have not let anybody know. I want to know what the arrest is for. It's a constitutionally protected activity, and you took an oath to that Constitution, to the Indiana Republic and to America. To both constitutions. You put one hand on the Bible and one hand up into God and took an oath, swearing to that oath that you would uphold that oath. Freedom of so you really are going to talk about a coat? Well, I'm talking about your oath of office. You'd rather talk about a coat and about style instead of your oath of office? I'm talking about God and you swearing to God on the Bible. You need to take that serious, officer. He doesn't care about your coat. He's trying to avoid the situation about his oath of office. Right now we're talking about your oath of office. Can you take that serious? That's why there's a disconnect between officers and the people they serve. Because officers need to take that oath serious. Why do we take oaths still? Why do you think we still take that oath every day, every officer? Why do you still take that? Why does every officer, when they come on duty, before they become an officer, why do they take that oath? Because they know that there's codes, there's statutes, there's ordinance that break the Constitution. And it's your duty, not another officer's duty. You take that oath. It's your duty to stand up against that. Is this what you signed up for, officer? To sit here and put people in fear and you don't even know why. You don't know why he's being arrested. You have no idea why. Don't you think you would want to figure out, if I'm sitting here telling you it was a constitutionally protected activity and he should not be arrested, don't you think you might want to figure out, like, hey, should this guy actually be in jail? I might want to figure out why he's being arrested. Don't you think you might want to figure that out and do your due diligence as an officer? Oh, you do? Okay, so they could do no wrong, right? Okay, so you, okay, I get it, yep, back the blue, that's right. There's a blue line, you don't cross that blue line, do you? Nope, whatever the officer says, go. We follow orders, we don't follow laws, do we? Follow officers' orders, right? Yep, you trust them all the way. You don't do checks and balances on your team, do you? Nope, it's not about the people. It's about the people you work with, right? No, don't worry about checks and balances. Don't worry about that. No, who cares about the people? Who cares about the people? We don't want my boys in blue to get in trouble. Who cares if they did something wrong? I'm going to back them all the way. Lines divide, you know that? The blue line divides. And that's all you're doing right now. You're creating divide. You could create a connection. You could go and try to do your job and try to make me feel better about what's going on. You could try to give me some insight, and you're not doing that. You're not trying to keep the peace. I'm asking you what could help make the situation be more peaceful and give me some insight on what's going on. Jonathan wasn't aware of what was going on. He was asking what was going on. He wanted his property released to me, and you guys stole it. Your guys stole the property. She ran over and grabbed it before I could while it's on the ground. That's theft. Oh, so why don't you ask him what he was arrested for? Oh, they're so busy. All for a traffic stop? So many guys are so busy. Look, how much do these guys get paid an hour? How much do they get paid an hour, sir?
Question. I don't do the math.
How much do you get paid an hour, sir?
I haven't done the math.
You haven't done the math. Okay, all for a traffic stop. And that's a lot of tax dollars for a traffic stop. I don't know about you, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't do the math either, but looks like a lot of tax dollars for a traffic stop. And yeah, they seem like they're doing a lot of standing around back there. Not too busy. Seems like he might be lying. But that's okay, because you're legally allowed to lie to me, right? Officer of the law. Not officer of the law, officer of will. You don't operate under law. Constitution is law. Ordinance aren't law. Statutes aren't law. Codes aren't law. The Constitution is law. And he was engaged in a constitutionally protected activity. That means he cannot be arrested for it. Wasting tax dollars. Oh, and he's gonna prevent me from recording the stop, guys. He's gonna prevent me from engaging in a constitutionally protected activity. He keeps telling me, back up, under threat of force and violence. I'll back up, sir. Under the threat of force and violence. Under duress and coercion. Do you even know what that means? Do you know what that means, sir? The whole thing. Do you know what that means?
Ballpark idea. My battery died. No, it wastes battery pretty quickly.
Oh, thanks. Like, that's what I'm really worried about. I want to know why Jonathan's being arrested unlawfully. Give me a reason. Give me a reason. He wasn't informed. He has to be informed. Why couldn't one officer... Oh, do you know what answer they gave me? The lady gave me? He knows why he's being arrested. That was their reason. He knows why he's contempt of cop. He pissed a cop off. Oh, no, that's fucking illegal. I bet I'm pissing you off right now. I'm not getting arrested. Guess what? It's not legal to piss off a cop. No, it's not. Oh, now, no one's busy. No one's busy. You better get on it. Figure out what those charges are. I mean, it shouldn't take them this long to figure out a damn charge. They should have had that done before they done arrested him and put hands on him. They should know what the charges are. What's the charge? Hey, can you, oh, before you're out, he said someone was going to tell me what the charge was. What's he being arrested for? He said you guys were too busy to tell me a minute ago. What's your name and badge number? Are you refusing to give your name and badge number, officers? Yep, these guys are refusal to name and badge. Am I being suspected of a crime, sir? You better hurry up and run out, too. You better hurry up and run. The public's going to start asking you questions. You better run. You better run. The public's going to ask you questions. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. They're so scared. Look at them. They're running. They're running. The public's going to ask them something. Oh, no. Oh, no. The public might ask them an actual question. They might have to answer somebody. A legal question. Oh, no. What was the charge, guys? Nobody knows. Hey, where's the answers? Oh, you gonna run? You're scared? Someone's gonna ask you a question? Where's the charges? What's the charge? Hello? Anybody gonna give me a charge? Nope, nobody can tell me what the charges are. Of course not, because it's a unlawful arrest. Unlawful arrest. There's a criminal. There goes a criminal. There goes a criminal. They're all criminals. Giving out unlawful arrest. They don't even know what they're doing. Oh, they're busy. We'll get you the charge. We'll get you the charge. Liars. Bunch of liars. Yep. It's alright. He recorded it all. Oh, look, they all ran away. Don't want to answer any questions. Imagine that.
Jessica conversed with the neighbors for a little while, informing them of the crimes that were just committed by CPD officers. At 1:58 a.m. on Tuesday, May 5th, the year of our Lord 2020, Jessica called dispatch to talk with the supervisor and file a complaint. What she got instead was Sergeant J. Van Vactor, the CPD officer who unlawfully arrested and imprisoned Jonathan. This is who Jessica was directed to so that she could file a formal complaint. Talk about conflict of interest. The corruption and tyranny continues.
I was calling because I just witnessed an incident over here on 10th Street in Cottage where an individual was arrested. And I officially requested a supervisor, and all of the officers scattered off because I was wanting to question the supervisor about what was going on, about what I saw. And I officially requested a supervisor, and I know when I do that, they have to send a supervisor to me, and they failed to do that. It was Officer Graham. He did identify himself, but all the other officers failed to identify, and I was really concerned about what I saw, and I didn't get any answers or any questions about what was going on or what I saw. And yeah, I would like to go ahead and file a complaint on that officer for not getting me a supervisor while I sat there and waited.
I can't take a report because I'm a dispatcher. The officer would have to take a report, or the supervisor.
Okay, can I go ahead and do that over the...
To you if that's what you want to do.
Okay, can I get one over the phone?
Okay, I will let them know.
Okay, am I going to be getting a call back, or how is this going to work? Because I would like to make a complaint on what I just witnessed and the failure to get me a supervisor when I officially asked for a supervisor.
Okay, hold on 1 second while I figure that out, okay? I'm going to put you on a brief hold.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Bye. Okay, ma'am, are you still there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, I'm going to transfer you to the supervisor's phone.
Okay.
You're going to hear a couple clicks, just don't disconnect, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Hello?
Yes, can I ask who I'm speaking with?
This is Sergeant Van Vactor.
I'm sorry?
Sergeant Van Vactor.
I'm sorry, can you say that a little bit slower? That's an odd name, so I'm...
Sergeant Van Vactor.
Van Vactor?
You got it.
Okay, and can I get go ahead and get your badge as well, please?
What's that, sorry?
Can I go ahead and get your badge number as well, please?
192.
Okay, thank you, I appreciate that. The reason why I was actually calling is because there was something that I just witnessed on 10th and Cottage, and it was very disturbing to myself. And there was some officers on scene. It was actually an individual that was being arrested unlawfully for a constitutionally protected activity. And I was concerned with why he was being arrested. And during that time of his arrest, he was asking what he was being arrested for. He was not informed. He was trying to release some property to myself. And the officers, they denied him to release that property to me. And I was still curious on what those charges were. And I officially asked for a supervisor, and the officer was Officer Graham that was on scene. He was the only officer that would speak with me, and he did say that he would get an officer and figure out what those charges were. He said the officers were busy at the moment, and everybody just took off without answering any questions or getting me a supervisor when I officially requested one. So I wanted to make a complaint on what I witnessed and the fact that Officer Graham refused me a supervisor.
Okay. Well, I was there. I was the supervisor that was there. And he was correct when he told you I'd be back up there. When I walked back up there, you were walking way up on your porch, still recording.
Yeah, I was, and I very quickly was consoling my child, and then I quickly went back and asked where you guys were. I saw you both meet up, and I ran back to the sidewalk, and you heard me. I was recording, and I wanted to know why I did not get a supervisor. You did not try to contact me. It doesn't, you saw me on my porch. You did not say, ma'am, you officially requested me. That was a denial of service, and I want to know why the individual was being arrested.
Okay, well, I told you, I walked back up there and you were walking away, so.
And you did not try to, I was not walking away. I was speaking with my child and consoling my child, and you ran away from me, as well as all the other officers. There were multiple officers on scene.
We cleared our call, it's done.
Okay, I officially requested a supervisor, and you did not contact me. You saw me, I was visible, I was not in the home. I was visible, and you did not try to contact me. That is a failure. I want to make a complaint on what I witnessed.
Come down to the Columbus Police Department tomorrow morning and can lodge a complaint.
That's why I was sent over here. So since you were the supervisor on scene, this might be a conflict of interest. So you might want to send me over to a different supervisor.
Come down to the Columbus Police Department.
And that's why I was sent to you. You are supposed to be the one to take the complaint, officer. That's why I was connected to your line, was for you to take the complaint. You were the one, she sent me to you.
Okay, I told you what you need to do.
And I'm letting you know that she said that I was available to take one over the phone right now.
I don't know who she is, but we do not take.
The dispatch, the lady on dispatch, the one that connected me with you. I don't have your number. I don't have your number, the dispatch. She connected me with you so that you can take my complaint. I have some complaints. Are you failing me to give me that service?
Department tomorrow morning and make the complaint.
I can make a complaint. I don't have to wait till tomorrow morning. I can make a complaint tonight. Are you failing to give me that service, ma'am?
I cannot do that. I cannot make a complaint on myself.
Then I suggest you contact somebody who can make that complaint, because that's what I'm here to do right now, is to make a complaint. I'm not trying to do it tomorrow. I want to get it done now. And that you guys are here 24/7 for complaints.
It's not. No, actually, we aren't.
Ma'am, I was just sent to your line for a complaint. You guys take complaints. I'm reporting a crime as well. I'm also reporting a crime.
What's the crime?
The unlawful arrest. That was a criminal act.
He knows what he was arrested for. He even told us when he went to the jail.
What was he arrested for? Because that's all I heard is he knows what he's arrested for. Nobody could give me a charge. So what's the charge?
Refusing to leave an emergency incident.
And did you take an oath, ma'am, to the Constitution?
Yes.
Okay, and is the oath come first, or does the statutes and ordinance and codes? Does that ordinance come first, or your oath, ma'am?
Come down tomorrow morning and make the complaint.
So you're refusing for me to make a complaint. And there you have it, guys. She refused for me to make a complaint when dispatch sent me through to make a complaint. She refuses.
It's evident that the Columbus Police Department cannot abide by the law as well as their own policies and procedures. As Frederick Bastiat asserted in his book titled The Law in 1850, the purpose of the law is to prevent injustice from reigning. The CPD is the epitome of injustice. Sergeant Van Vactor refused to take Jessica's complaint, ultimately denying Jessica her administrative remedy. The sergeant, along with many other CPD officers, are, by legal definition, criminals. Jonathan was eventually released from the Bartholomew County Jail at 2:50 a.m. on Tuesday, May 5th, 2020. He continued to document this unlawful incident.
Okay, so this is Mr. Abbott getting released from Bartholomew County Jail. Here's the doors. There's all of that. Mr. Yaley's in back. I won't record him. He's a good man. So, here you are. There's this section. There's the main office right there. That's the doors right there. As you can see. You know this area very well. This is the Sheriff's Department pretty much. And I am just being released by an unlawful arrest. So
It was a book and release. I'm not a felon, I'm not a criminal. I'm just a constitutional private citizen of the Indiana Republic fighting for our constitutional rights. And there's the jail. Okay, so Deputy Yaley was kind enough to write down the officers that were, two of the officers that were involved in the unlawful arrest and unlawful imprisonment. The arresting officer was Officer J. Van Vactor, V-A-N-V-A-C-T-O-R, badge number 192. And the other officer that brought me in for the unlawful imprisonment is Officer L. Adams, badge number 257. And of course there was about 5 other officers on scene. It is a cold night, and there's another CPD officer. There's the Columbus Police Department right next to the Bartholomew County Jail. And he's coming this way. I was conducting myself well within the law. I was exercising a constitutional protected activity. Recording on public property is a constitutionally protected activity. Filming our public officials, especially our police officers, is matters of public concern. I am the press, exercising that First Amendment right. And I wasn't even told what I was being charged with. Yeah. Until I was entering the Bartholomew County Jail. Unlawfully entering. Under threat, force, and violence. Under the threat of force and violence. And of course, it is sprinkling out. It is 2:55 a.m., so I just got released at 2:51 a.m. And that is Tuesday, May 5th, 2020, in the year of our Lord 2020. I'll go ahead and shut this off just because it is getting wet. But in case anything does happen, I'm ready, prepared. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Defenders of Rights. Out.